A Notepad. Such a simple thing, isn't it? Although since the last time we're starting forgetting about them, we're using phones or laptops, just because it's much more useful. But do smartphones and laptops really can replace it? Or do we still need it? Of course, smartphones and computers have undeniable advantages, such as sentence corrector to write everything perfectly, opportunities to storage a lot of data. You can storage books of books in just one small place, opportunity to search it, of course, and interesting thing like every text that you writing there is perfectly beautiful. I mean that sometimes when you write something in your diary or in a common notebook, after a while it's a quite difficult challenge to read it again, and with smartphone you can't face with this problem. I can keep this list endlessly because smartphones are really good, that's true. But in my opinion, notepads and diaries and in general idea of writing something, documentary your life maybe or situation which happens around is important, and it has some peculiarities inside of it. Firstly, let's talk about why in general do we need to make any remarks of our life, or maybe even start to do our own diary like it was in movies from 90s. I think almost every one of you have seen it, like Dear Diary, those moments. And only later I'll describe my idea why do we need exactly paper one. And I think it has lots of advantages making diary. And first of them, it just give you opportunity in the future realize what you was doing before and compare it with what you're doing right now. Like, was I doing before things correct, and did I change my mind about things which I was doing wrong, or I still keep doing the same mistakes and I'm getting the same result? Because if start realizing, we can see that in our life happens a lot of similar situations. It can be similar relationship where we're choosing the similar partners who has the same mind, and after we're getting the same problems. It can be a similar way of acting with parties, for example. Some people go to any specific place, spend all their money, get overdrunk and get later problems. And people do it and do it and do it, and they think that no, it's fine, like it's okay. But when you're starting to read your previous notes and you're realizing that it happened not once, not twice, but 3 or 5 times, you're starting to understand that yeah, maybe I have stopped to repeat these wrong things. The second interesting thing, it's moment of dialogue with yourself when you're writing this note. If you're describing how went your day and something went wrong, maybe you can find a way how to resolve it in this moment. Because when you're describing it twice, not just talk about it, no, you write it. You repeat this situation in your mind, and your mind more deeply trying to figure out what's happened, what's went wrong, how we need to resolve that. And sometimes we just can't have any dialogue about particular things with someone else. Maybe because this person won't understand it, or maybe because we don't want to describe it to someone else. And diary in this moment helps us to have this dialogue, not only in our mind, but with this diary, with this paper, maybe with this screen. You think about it twice and you figure out something new in this moment. Or maybe you just will take it easy in the future, if it's something that you can't resolve at all. It just helps you to emotionally stay calm after that moment. Feel yourself more empty in a good way. And the reason why we need exactly paper diary, not any computer or smartphone, is obvious. and it's about concentrating and focusing. When we hold our phone in our hands, even if we typing something like making any notes about our life, in this moment we're realizing that we can go to any app, text to someone, watch YouTube videos, listen some music, someone always texting to us, or we're getting some notification from any other app like, oh hi, let's start to learn Spanish again. Everyone knows this joke about Duolingo. And when you have a paper in your hands and just a pen, you have nothing that can interrupt you in this moment. Of course, if it's not bringing phone in your pocket right now. I mean, in general, you look at the diary and your mind is know that you can just write in this diary. That's all what you can do with this diary. Okay, you can something draw, but you can't push on a button and it start produce music. Fortunately, no. In this case, exactly fortunately, no. And yeah, it's all simple, but I still think that it's much more important than opportunity to keep a lot of notes or write every word correct or have a search of them. I think this idea that nothing can interrupt you in this moment is much more important, because when you're not interrupted by anything else, you really can think, you really can create a dialogue, not just illusions that I'm doing something quite interesting, I'm trying to figure out something in my life, or maybe just keep some notes. No, you really talk with yourself, you really talk with your mind.